Julian's talked ad nauseum about this. It's a red herring. The yield curve will uninvert. It probably won't go to 150 basis points. It'll probably go to 50 or 75 or whatever it is, much like Japan did. It will uninvert. And everybody on Twitter is going to go, oh my God, the market's going to crash. And it crashes when they do rate cuts. And guess what? The market's going to just go up because the business cycle, the liquidity cycle, financial conditions are all going higher. Andre, what the fuck is you guy and your targets? I don't know. I'm not a bloody guru. I don't have a crystal ball. I just can't draw a chart and say it probably goes up. And then make some random guess. And then the whole of the internet holds you accountable and says, you fuckwit, you told me it was going to do this. I'm just so tired of that game. Normally, yes, if I speak to friends, I'd say, yeah, I think it's going to XYZ. Put it out on the internet and you get hounded for literally 5 years by people saying you are wrong, you're a moron, you help people lose money. I'm just not going to play that game anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm actually angry about it. I'm angry because it still happens. Happened the other day. Some dick about the ETH thing. You said it's going to go to 15,000. You're a moron. Why should we listen to you? Really? If you think us all to get it right and have a crystal ball, we'd all be gazillion, bazillion, gajillionaires and not be doing that. I mean, it's just so stupid. So no, look, I think it goes up a lot.
Real Vision CEO Raoul expresses frustration with how people react to his financial predictions, particularly on platforms like Twitter. He discusses how the yield curve might uninvert, meaning interest rates will change direction, but not as dramatically as some expect. Despite concerns that this could lead to a market crash, he believes the market will actually go up due to favorable business and liquidity conditions. Let us now view clips of Raoul as he explains his insight on the current crypto market. Give this video a like to show your support and subscribe for your daily dose of crypto news. We hope you enjoy. Before we continue with the rest of the video, do check out daily 5-minute crypto newsletter with all the latest crypto and Bitcoin news. It's a fantastic analysis of on-chain crypto data and breakdowns, and the best part is it's absolutely free. They'll cover expert predictions, breakdowns of on-chain crypto data, and any breaking news you need to know, all in a nutshell. Click the first link in the description and enter your email to join over 50,000 others in becoming a better crypto investor right now.
ISM, the business cycle, been flip-flopping around as we all know. Financial conditions lead it, blah, 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 going higher. All of these fucking bozos talking about recession and the world's going to end and the yen carry trade, it's going to break everything. Just don't understand the business cycle. It's not the point in the business cycle where you blow everything up. It's the time that you have a macro spasm, bit of a shock, move on, nothing to see. It's just, you've got to understand when it matters. So if you have a macro spasm here, which we had in 2018, it matters because it's pushing the economy lower towards recession. If you're on your way up, macro spasms, they're just small speed bumps. So don't worry about it. It's just noise. Another nice chart. In fact, it's a beauty. It's Bitcoin last year versus Ethereum this year. It's actually remarkably weirdly similar. Again, these charts may not hold, but overall, liquidity is coming. Market's going to go higher. Banana zone tends to start. It's like, is the dollar going up or down? I think most of this is because the dollar goes down anyway, so that's the denominator effect. Now, obviously, versus yen and whatever, they're all should be going up versus the dollar over this stage in the business cycle, so they will perform less well than Bitcoin dollar, let's say, or dollar Bitcoin versus Bitcoin euro, Bitcoin yen. Scott Saunders, any pointers on how to buy the dip? Is it now 4 weeks? Oh, Christ. Well, I put out enough updates for you guys. I mean, unless you're deaf, or maybe you just see me and press skip, which I understand. I told you when Solana was at 120, I'm like begging you to buy. So I have nothing else to say. XRP, it's like from 2 bull markets ago. You might be right. You might love it forever. Just please move to whatever the strong momentum is. I know there's that fear in your head is this time it'll be the big one. You'll get plenty of notification, you get back in, but don't miss the bull market because you're in a narrative of past. I beg you, I've begged you and begged you, don't do this. And the communities are huge. And I feel like, and I don't want to get attacked by people online for this, but I just feel like you're being done a disservice by being in a cult. Our job is to be mercenaries. We're in the job to make money, not to be a cult. Cults don't make money except for the leaders. Be a mercenary. Lend out your capital to the opportunities that will offer you the best risk-adjusted return. So I know it hurts people when I say this. Cardano, XRP, there's a whole bunch of these. I really hope you're right, but hope is not an investment strategy. Okay? So I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to be rude. Please just understand my heart is coming from a good place. I'm trying to help you all. The left behind is we've got to bring as many people as possible and hope that economic growth and other things help. I think economic growth changes the debt slave economy. It's not easy to help the underprivileged. I mean, I'm a European. I actually believe in a welfare state. Others don't. You have to figure some way of solving it because in the end, it creates civil unrest. You might say, fine, not everybody should be equal. And I agree. It's a meritocracy out there. But the richer nations get, the higher the baseline should be. So I don't know. Just trying to help as many people as possible, I think, makes that difference. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. Top 3 acts at Live Aid, obviously Queen, David Bowie, and U2. I'm not saying anything contentious here. I mean, they were all fucking amazing. U2 they were still pretty new as a band. I've been into them for a long time because I'm cool. So I know all this kind of stuff. When U2 were cool, now they're the opposite of cool. And they did an amazing job. Freddie blew them away, and that's like David Bowie turns on, he's like just God. And everyone's just like, oh my God, David, we love you. Because, obviously he's the greatest musician, songwriter, person the world has ever seen.
Raoul Pal is advising people not to get too attached to specific cryptocurrencies like XRP or Cardano if they aren't performing well. He stresses that the goal in investing is to make money, not to stick to a particular asset out of loyalty or belief. Raoul emphasizes that staying in a cult-like mentality around certain cryptos can lead to missed opportunities in other markets that offer better returns. He believes investors should be mercenaries, focusing on where the best opportunities are, rather than being emotionally attached to one narrative. Now, here are more clips of Raoul Pal.
Julian's talked ad nauseum about this. It's a red herring. The yield curve will uninvert. It probably won't go to 150 basis points. It'll probably go to 50 or 75 or whatever it is, much like Japan did. It will uninvert, and everybody on Twitter is going to go, oh my God, the market's going to crash, and it crashes when they do rate cuts. And guess what? The market's going to just go up because the business cycle, the liquidity cycle, financial conditions are all going higher. Andre, what the fuck is you guy and your targets? I don't know. I'm not a bloody guru. I don't have a crystal ball. I just can't draw a chart and say it probably goes up. And then make some random guess. And then the whole of the internet holds you accountable and says, you fuckwit, you told me it was going to do this. I'm just so tired of that game. Normally, yes, if I speak to friends, I'd say, yeah, I think it's going to XYZ. Put it out on the internet and you get hounded for literally 5 years by people saying you are wrong, you're a moron, you help people lose money. I'm just not going to play that game anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm actually angry about it. I'm angry because it still happens. Happened the other day. Some dick about the ETH thing. You said it's going to go to 15,000. You're a moron. Why should we listen to you? Really? If you think us all to get it right and have a crystal ball, we'd all be gajillionaires and not be doing that. I mean, it's just so stupid. So no, look, I think it goes up a lot. We can't have enough. NASDAQ, yeah, we're bullish on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ year on year versus GMI Financial Conditions Index. It's so beautiful. Financial conditions are loosening now that we've got the dollar falling and rates falling, and that is a leading indicator. It's a 6-month lead. We're at the point where NASDAQ should start rocketing higher. We're already starting to see it. I think that continues. That's all part of the banana zone driven by financial conditions and liquidity. Talking of liquidity, global M2, which many of you looked at, they started breaking out. This is the year-on-year chart, and the outright chart is breaking out. Financial conditions lead it, so we should get very strong M2 rest of this year, all of next year, as we've said. Macro crypto summer, macro crypto fall, or autumn for those of you who speak the Queen's English or the King's English now. So that's all part of the banana zone. That's very much getting very, very close. Global M2 versus Bitcoin. You can see the correlation, very high correlation. Global M2 is starting to go higher. It will start moving much higher soon. Bitcoin will follow suit. Global M2 leads a little bit-ish. So therefore, again, Bitcoin should start to move and get rid of this goddamn boring zone, because I'm so bored. I've got an hourly chart on my screen, which obviously you guys know I don't trade. When I set my positions ages ago, I bought again, added in this boring zone when Solana was down below 120. I'm looking at my hourly chart Solana. It's like a flat line at 145. It's just nothing going on because everybody's in the Hamptons. If you're European, you're in Ibiza, or in Spain. If you're American, you're probably in Italy because you guys are obsessed by Italy for some unknown reason. A bunch of you are in Mykonos, and a bunch of English snobs from the south of France. Everyone needs to come back from holiday and put some money in the markets.
Raoul is bullish on the Nasdaq and believes that financial conditions, such as falling interest rates and a weakening dollar, are improving, which is a good sign for the market. He mentions that the Nasdaq is poised to rise and that this is part of what he calls the banana zone, where financial conditions and liquidity drive strong market performance. He also talks about global M2 starting to break out, which he sees as a leading indicator for both the Nasdaq and Bitcoin. As global M2 rises, he expects Bitcoin to follow suit and exit its current boring zone. What about you? What would you say is the one key thing investors should focus on in the coming months to maximize their returns? Share your thoughts in the comments section below and continue the discussion. If you found value in this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions on cryptocurrency and finance. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you again. For more Daily Dose Crypto News, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.